Hi everyone, I got a question from a viewer about the duty cycle, the runtime of my powder coating gun. So I've devised this little experiment to be able to test that question. So what you'll see here is I've got myself a digital thermometer that's pointed at the high voltage module here. We should be able to record the temperature rise over time. I've got the voltage and current regulator there and a timer to be able to see how long it takes before the module blows up or whether or not it survives greater than 5 minutes. You'll notice here that I've also got the high voltage wires further apart. This is to ensure that I don't get an arc striking across those, because when you're running the gun, these here should be sitting apart so that this charges the ions between them. So if I turn it on now, you'd hear this high voltage sort of hiss that's occurring as it's trying to be able to ionize that air in between, but it's not striking across there. So I guess there's nothing more left to do than to run the experiment. Okay, so we're more or less back down to the starting temperature. What I'll do now is I'll test it to see that it still works, see if we can get a spark out of it. So you can hear that hissing noise there, that's all really good. And if I'm game enough, yep, looks like the module's still working. Alright, so what do I think that we learned here? Okay, so when I turned it on, we saw the temperature rise quite quickly up to about 56 degrees in about 3 minutes. From about that point on, for the remaining 2 minutes, it sort of creep its way slowly up to 62 degrees. So the thing is I think you could actually run it longer than 5 minutes. And remember that we're running it at 4 volts and 2.5 amps. So anything less than that, if you decide to be able to taper it back a bit further, you would not get it as hot as quickly either. So you could also put a little fan that sort of blows over the unit here to be able to help keep it cool. But I actually found that it cooled down quite quickly. So apologies for not actually timing it. But that would be able to increase its duty cycle by turning it off and on as well, as long as you're taking breaks, etc. So hopefully that answers your question. Thank you very much for it. It's great, and keep them coming.